After the disintegration of the Mauryans, some foreign powers like the Indo-Greeks, the Sakas and the Kushans established themselves in India. These rulers contributed to development of strong cultural and trade contacts between India and other countries. Indo-Greeks. The Greeks who settled in India were known as the Indo-Greeks. They crossed the Hindu Kush mountains to enter India and conquered some parts of Punjab and northern India. Gradually they occupied the Ganga basin as far as Pataliputra. Menander was the most powerful Indo-Greek ruler who ruled over a vast area of Afghanistan to Mathura from 155 BCE to 130 BCE. Gandhara School of Art. Indo-Greeks introduced Gandhara School of Art, a new art form which shows Greek influence on Indian art. The images are Indian but are Greek in style. The images of Buddha in Gandhara style show distinct Greek features. The Sakas. The Sakas came to power in north and northwestern part of India after defeating the Indo-Greeks. They belonged to the nomadic tribe of Central Asia. The most famous Saka ruler was Rudradaman, 130 to 152 AD. He ruled over a large territory in western India. Parthians. Parthians came from Iran in 1st century AD and ruled over a small portion in the northwest of India. Godopharines was the most well-known Parthian ruler. Kushanas. The Kushanas belonged to a nomadic tribe in Central Asia. They came through Afghanistan to set up an empire in northern India, extending from northwest to Bihar in the east. The Kushanas encouraged India's trade with Central Asia and gained control over Silk Route. The rule of Kushanas was at its glory during the rule of Kanishka. He marked CE 78, the year he came to throne, as the beginning of a new era called the Saka era. Kanishka was a great patron of Buddhism and patronized Buddhist literature. Mathura School of Art. Kanishka was a great patron of art. A new style of art called the Mathura School of Art flourished during the reign of Kanishka. The Deccan Kingdoms, the Satavahanas. Satavahanas were the first to establish their rule in the Deccan. Around 1st century BCE, they gained control over the western and some parts of central India. Their important ruler was Gautamiputra Satakarnishri, a dominant power in the Deccan. Trade. Satavahanas were known as the Lords of the Dakshinapatha, a route that connected North India to South India. They had a flourishing trade from both eastern and western ports. They traded with Rome, Egypt, Iran and Arabia in the west, and with Burma and Malaya. Kingdoms of the South. The three ruling families who became powerful in the South India around 2300 years ago were the Cheras, Cholas and the Pandyas. The Sangam literature refers to them as Muvenda or the three crowned kings. Cheras. The Cheras Kerala-putras ruled over major parts of modern Kerala and parts of Tamil Nadu. The Chera rulers exported exotic spices to Rome and Egypt. Cholas. The Cholas established a powerful kingdom in the Kaveri Delta. The capital of Cholas was at Urayur. Pohar or Kaveripatnam was an important port. Karikala was the most famous king of the Cholas. He was the first Tamil king to have conquered Sri Lanka. Trade flourished during his reign. Major items of export were black pepper, spices, ivory, sandalwood, pearls, textiles, and gold ornaments. Foreign trade brought in a large amount of Roman currency. Pandyas. The Pandyas ruled over the present southern Tamil Nadu with their capital at Madurai. The Pandyas were prosperous rulers. They had trade with Greeks and Romans. They exported spices, ivory and shells, and imported gold, horses, wine and glass. Impact of foreign invasions. Each group of invaders brought with them their own culture. India's trade with Central Asia improved. The demand for Indian products like pepper, spices, pearls, precious stones and fine muslin increased in other countries. The Sakas and the Kushans introduced the use of horses in India. The Indians learnt the art of coin making from the Greeks, gave knowledge of the Greek Unani system of medicines.